America is no joke. It's one of them things that you're really not going to understand until you've moved here. So I moved here 5 years ago now. It's something I can't even still get my head around. It's just so fucking big. Like, you can literally be driving more than 10 hours and still not be out of the state you're in. And there's 50 of them in one country. They've all got different laws and regulations and whatnot. It is literally 50 mini countries in one. And to be fair, it does have a few decent little states like Florida if you want the beach and palm trees or whatever. If you want to go to the mountains and ski, you go to Colorado or Utah. You've also got Texas if you I don't know why you'd want to go to Texas. And I've still not met anybody who's gone to all 50 states. So if you have, drop me a DM and let me know your best and worst and where I shouldn't and should go.
So I'm British and I'm living in America. I've lived in America for 6 years. And currently I'm living in California. And you know one thing that I've realized? The crash outs here are by far crazier than the ones in England. Because what do you mean it's March and it's 25 degrees outside, sun is shining, and you wake up mad? Like, I get the crash outs in England, like it's understood, bro. The weather's dead. You get me? It's cloudy, the cost of living is peak. All of the white brothers' breath stinks of coffee. Like, I get it, bro. The buses are late, the trains are late. But in California, the weather's nice all year round. You don't see no snow. It's lucky when it rains, honestly. Like, bruv, look at the sky, fam. These men wake up trying to start a ruckus. Shooting, man. Yeah, you're sick. These men are sick.
Hey there, British guy, been living in America for about 10 years, and for what it's worth, regardless of what's going on up at top, and the economy in a state of chaos, and everything else, and a country that doesn't appear to be at ease with itself at any given time, I'm still all in with America. I'm still all in with it because of the people, and I have felt like this since the moment I moved from the UK a decade ago. I just feel like there's a different level to people here. The spectrum of your character can be way longer and more elaborate. Like, there's like a ceiling of judgment of what kind of a person you can be in the UK. I felt that may have just been the age that I was when I was living there, but I really felt that. And here it just feels like you can just take your character to a whole nother level and you can be who you are in a way that is so free from fear and from judgment most of the time. Hey there, British guy, been living in America for about 10 years, and for what it's worth, regardless of what's going on up at top, and the economy in a state of chaos, and everything else, and a country that doesn't appear to be at ease with itself at any given time, I'm still all in with America. I'm still all in with it because of the people, and I have felt like this since the moment I moved from the UK a decade ago. I just feel like there's a different level to people here. The spectrum of your character can be way longer and more elaborate. Like, there's like a ceiling of judgment of what kind of a person you can be in the UK. I felt that may have just been the age that I was when I was living there, but I really felt that. And here it just feels like you can just take your character to a whole nother level and you can be who you are in a way that is so free from fear and from judgment most of the time.
Things I don't understand about America as a Brit living in America. Hey, Zorius. Let's go. Number one, what the hell is tipping? I don't get it. Tipping here, tipping this, tip. I've been in America for 2 months and I've spent tipping. Can you tip? Tip? Hey, Zorius, can I get a tip? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, you're working at a place, you're serving. Why is the company not paying you? Why do I have to pay you? It's everyday tip. Like, tip. Like, I literally had a dream about tipping. And I woke up and I was like, sorry, tip. Number two, America's just big. Like, I don't get it. Like, you guys have big roads, big cars, big people. Like, you guys are just big. Like, America's just big. Like, I'm so confused. You guys have all of this space for what? I don't understand. I don't get it.
Wow, it's hot. Wow. Jesus, it's hot. Babe, it's hot outside, you know.
Misconceptions about the US of A. And these are misconceptions that I feel and stereotypes that I feel come from a multitude of places, not just the UK. First off is that Americans don't know geography and they never leave America. The one thing I will say is America is a very, very big country. Until you come here and start to drive, it is really hard to look on a map and still realise the scale of this place. It's a multitude of countries in one country, in my opinion. No one will ever change it. Prior to moving to America, I could not pick out numerous states on a map. I couldn't have. The only states I think I knew was New York and California. But yet we get mad at Americans because they can't pinpoint, I don't know, Romania on a map. Can you? And a lot of Americans, because of how big this country is, why do they need to leave? Because every state's like a different country. Someone who lives in New York will go down to, I don't know, South Dakota or go down to like Florida or whatever. You can get a beach, you can get a desert, you can get cities, you can get it all. Mountains, realistically, what you're leaving for. Because if you went to another country and you want sun, sea and sand, well, you just go down to Florida or whatever, you've got it. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think it's about lack of culture. There's enough culture here to keep you here for 100 years before ever jumping on a plane to go anywhere. But still, a lot of Americans still do travel. Just a stereotype that they don't. That Americans are lazy. I'm really sorry to say this, but I always had that stereotype myself because it's a stereotype the media and social media pushes out to the world. I would actually say Americans are the less laziest people I've ever met in my life. Let me tell you why. To get healthcare, they've got to go to work. So I literally remember waking up what we would consider Boxing Day, my first ever Boxing Day in America, which is the day after Christmas, and it was a normal day. Like corporate America just ain't letting these people have a day off. Yeah, everyone thinks I'm lazy. Like nobody gets time off work. Like even when you have a baby, like women are literally having to go back to work. If anything, that they overwork. I think the misconception of being lazy is that, depending on where you live, it's a lot of driving here. Obviously, if you live in like big built-up cities and you can get like the subway and like public transport, it's different. But America's a really big place, so like for me to even go to the store, I could not walk. So I think it's a lot of driving, and because there's a lot of driving, everything's built for convenience. So especially where I am in Midwest, I don't even need to get out the car to go into the shop. I can go through a drive-through. That's convenient when you're doing a 40-minute drive to get to the school run. And if I've got no one to look after my kid, that's just even better. That I can literally get to the shop and I ain't got to get out the car or get him out the car in the rain, snow, whatever. So yeah, people don't not walk by choice. It's because we have no choice. Like I literally, Walmart in a car is 5 minutes away. To walk there would take me 3 hours. Seriously. Which is obviously very different for me because, like, in England, everything is public transport. Like, if you really didn't want to, you wouldn't have to ever drive. Whereas over here, like, kids literally will leave, like, high school or while they're in high school and will be driving a car because they have to. That Americans are fake. Now, I think this stereotype comes from the fact that Americans, like, and I'm telling you from experience, from living here, Americans are really fucking kind. Like, to the point that it kind of makes you think, are them fucking lying to me? Like, if I walk in the store and I know, I look like an unborn chicken, and, like, somebody gives me a compliment on maybe, like, my earrings or even my nail colour, I'm like, are you just saying that because you fucking know I look rough? But honestly, like, it's not that. I just generally think they're just a culture of, like, praising you and making you feel good. And to anyone that's not from this culture, that makes you stand back and be like, really? Because, like, in England, like, people are obviously really friendly, but I just think people are generally just, they like to give you compliments. And trust me, like, if I'm having a bad day, I'm going to walk into Walmart because, like, the people that say hello to you, just the people that are paid to say hello to you, they make me feel better. So I don't think that it's fake. I just think that culturally, people that are not from here are just not used to, like, that amount of kindness. Because, like, if I was to see one of my mates back home, they'd be like, fuck me, Mill, you look rough. You gotta wash. Your breath stinks. Whereas over here, with all the negatives that you could have, they'll find the positive, and that's what it is. They're just positive people. Not all the time. Like my husband, fuck me, he's a nose, but they are like generally positive, which is where I think that like fake friendly comes from. But yeah, I hope this video did it make sense? I don't know. I'm freezing. I don't know if you can see me shaking. Cold in here. Too much aircon.
As a Brit living in America, here are some of the things I love about America. Well, for the first one, I'll step outside my car, my little office, to do this. It's got to be the weather. I mean, look at this. Blue skies. And when you're in England, it rarely happens. And even when it does, it's often cold, but it's lovely. I love this weather so much. Another one is the people. The people are really friendly. So I noticed a lot, and maybe it's because of the weather or something where I am. Maybe it's just Americans. I don't know, but people are just friendly. You go around, say, you can walk down the street, or, well, people don't walk down the street much here, but when you're walking from your car to whatever building, you say hi to someone, in my experience, they've always said it back. Or if you just make eye contact and smile, they'll do it back. When I'm out walking my dog, even today, I turned around and there was a woman like quite a bit back from me, and I just decided to wave at her because I looked at her and she looked at me and she did it back. I was like, that's nice. Another one is how people address people here. So they say sir a lot, and I just like it. It's a really respectful way to speak to someone, like, thank you, sir. Or the way they say it sounds better, like, thank you, sir. When I say it, that was a bad accent. When I say it, I sound like fucking Oliver Twist, like, please, sir. So, but I like that. I think it's a really nice touch. Just really respectful. Another one is the cars. I'm not like such a dick doing this in a parking lot, but fuck it. How good does that sound? I just turned the engine off. But V8s, I mean, they're so common here. And you know, when I got here, that was one of my things. I wanted to get a V8 muscle car. I got a Dodge Challenger just because I've seen two in my whole life in the UK. So, and when I came to America, I'd hire one, I'd rent one to, you know, so I could drive when I was here. So I was like, when I live there, I've got to get one of them. I love them. They're so American. It's a novelty to me. You know, if I drove this car back home, I'd probably turn more heads than if I had a Ferrari, because you see more Ferraris than these cars. Whereas in America, I go past hundreds of these all the time. No one gives a shit about a Dodge Challenger here. Well, I do, because I love my car. But you know, people back home, they'd lose their shit. So yeah, that's another one. I love the cars. I love the V8 engines. Another thing I like about America is the size of it. It's massive. I mean, I think the state I'm in is bigger than bigger than England. So yeah, it's huge, which is great as well, and every state's different. So, you know, if you want to go on holiday or vacation, as they say here, that you could just go to a different state. I could drive to California. I mean, it still blows my mind when I see a sign saying LA, for example. Like, LA is like just like this famous thing that you see in England. It's like all glitzy glam, all that kind of thing. And to just be going down a highway and just see LA, I'm like, no way. Like, it's still, or Los Angeles, it's still crazy to me to see that. I'm still not used to that, but you know, that's so cool to me, because living on an island, you've got to get a flight everywhere. And yeah, that's good. It's not far for us to fly to, say, Spain, France, whatever. But here it's kind of cool that you can drive anywhere. You know, I still yet to do a massive road trip. That's something I really want to do. Another one is the sports here. I love it. I've been to a baseball game, and that was something I really wanted to do as well, because it's not really a thing in England. And I loved it. And I've been to NASCAR as well. That was it was okay. I'm a Formula 1 fan, big Formula 1 fan, so seeing cars just go around in a circle, it was a little bit boring, to be honest, but it was still an experience. But the sport, I love it, and I can't wait to go to another game. So next one, I think I'll go to probably American football, because I've yet to go to that. Anyway, this video was longer than it should have been, but I'll do some more of these and I'll make it more concise. But yeah, if anyone has any suggestions of things that I should do being in America as well, let me know in the comments. There's so much left for me to do, and I can't wait to do it all.